Welcome in, YouTuber's Boneyard Garage. So the other day I had a garden tractor that didn't run, and I was trying to push it on my lift, and the brakes were dragging and I was having a hard time trying to get it up on the lift, and I'm not as young as I used to be. So I got thinking how I can put some kind of winch system on the lift to winch broken down equipment up. So I got thinking, and I had this old boat winch and bracket. So I got to figure out how I'm going to put that on the lift. I want to mount it, but I want to be able to take it off easy, quick, when I don't need it. I don't want it on there all the time. So let me get the camera set up, and we'll try to figure out how I'm going to do this. Take you guys along with me on this project. So let me get the camera set up, and I'll be back. Okay, so I have it clamped up on the lift, and I know it's not centered, because if I center it, it's going to have to be in front of the wheel chock, which I think if I put it there, there's not going to be enough room to the back to get the tractor all the way on. I don't think it's going to make a difference to have it off centered, because the strap's going to come out, you know, and hook to the tractor. You're just going to winch it up. So now I got it clamped on there. I'm going to drill 4 holes, 2 there, 2 in the back. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take 5/16 bolts and nuts, and I'm going to put the nut right in the center of the hole. Kind of went in there crooked. Anyway, I'm going to put it in the center of the hole, and then I'm going to run the bolt from the bottom up and tighten it up. And then after that, you'll be able to slide the winch bracket onto the nuts, and then put a washer and another nut on top. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to drill those holes and get everything lined up, and then we'll be back. Okay, so what I did is I took the 5/16 nut and slid it into the hole of the winch bracket. And I took my center punch and smacked it with a hammer to make a nice center of the nut. So I did that on all 4. So now I'm going to take off the winch bracket and drill the holes out 5/16. Then I'm going to stick the bolts underneath going up and put the nuts on it, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so what I did is I drilled the 4 holes, and I took 5/16 nuts, took them over on the grinder and rounded them off. And then I stuck the bolts up from underneath. I used washers and lock washers, and I held the rounded nuts with a pair of pliers, and I tightened them up really well. So now when I slide the winch on, the rounded nuts will go right inside those holes. And then I would take these thick flat washers, go on top, and then regular nuts, and snug it down. I'm probably going to go buy some wing nuts, so it'll even be easier. You can just screw them on by hand. They don't have to be that tight. You're not putting that much strain on it. I was thinking about drilling the holes and welding the nuts on the bottom of the lift. Then you can go straight down with a bolt. The more I thought about it, if for some reason I stripped out a nut or messed up a couple threads, then I had to go underneath there and grind the old nut off and re-weld a new one. So if I mess up a thread on one of the bolts, all I have to do is cut that bolt off and then make a new one and round a new nut down and just replace it that way. And the bolt sticking up isn't going to interfere with anything. The tractors don't even go up that far. So they almost look like the same bolt pattern as like a 5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton. So maybe if they line up, I can bolt the engine there to test run it. So that's another option. We'll see if they line up. So I'm going to get the camera set up and show you how the winch is going to go on there. Okay, so there was no real good way to set up the camera so you guys could see it. So basically, you just take the left, slide it over the 2 front bolts, and then slide it down on the back ones. And then you just go and put your washers and your nuts. Like so. You just snug them down. You don't need them too tight. And there you have it. It's going to be a lot easier. You just throw that on there and winch up broken down machines. I'm going to get rid of that old chain. I got to take the roller apart and lube that up. Maybe give it a paint job. I also need to paint my lift. Yeah, hopefully that works. I'm going to pull a tractor in and try it. So, yeah, I'll be back. Okay, so I cut that old chain off. Freed up the roller, and I got a hook to the Jacobson, which the Jacobson does run, but it was a good candidate to try it. It's a heavy tractor. So, okay, let's see what it does. Steering wheel a little bit so I don't run off the lift. There you have it. Worked pretty good. Better than pushing it. Probably could even lower the winch on the pole a little bit, but we'll see how it works. I could also run the winch strap underneath the roller, so I'll have to play with it a couple different ways, but it worked. So now I'll be able to unhook that, undo those 4 nuts, which I do think I'm going to get wing nuts for, and put it in storage somewhere when I don't need it. Now once it's on the lift, we can go up. Got about 6 inches from the stack to the top. The lift is all the way up. Put down safety chalk. And you're ready to work. Well, thank you guys for checking out my videos. Thanks for watching. If you like the videos, please hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take it off, and I think I'm going to paint it flat black. Lube up all the gears and safety locks on it. And we'll go from there. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Have a good night.